Ladies with gentle hands, this is what you're going to be learning how to make in this video. So, as of today, I just finished this whole big tune. I posted a little demo of it on my channel. You can go check that out. But I didn't show you guys the second drop. And I decided, why not? I'll show you guys how I made it today. All right, let's get into this. So first off, we have the drums. Most importantly, we have a little kick. Literally no processing, not even a channel. Just goes straight to the drum bus, which I put a little distortion on, some saturation, and then my own little multi-band transient shaper. It's just multi-pass with transient shapers on each band, and then I adjusted them until they sounded crisp. Next up, we have the clap, which has two layers. We have this one. I cut the transient off of it because the transient comes from this one down here. I shifted these both to the right just a tad. I like the way it sounds when the kick transient comes over it. Next up, we have some cymbals. This tambourine is just getting routed straight to the pre-master. Not even any effects, just goes straight to the pre-master so that it goes over the drums, giving it some nice high end. These two are going through the side chain. Both of these are routed to my top drums channel, which is routed to my drop bus channel, which is routed to the side chain channel. And this is what the drums sound like by themselves. And then when it comes to the first hit, we have some texture from Noe, some hype that I found from a Kowai sample pack, and then this hit that I made myself. It's literally just, I don't know if I can find the bass sample. I might have it tucked in here somewhere. I literally just made this while following a Noe tutorial. It's just a little bass sample, resampled, and then a sub underneath it, and I distorted it a little bit. Go watch this video if you want to learn how to make basses like this yourself. What is this? Oh, the screech that is apparent in every drop. I think this is a rocket-powered sound preset. Yep, it is. And then I just messed with the pitch bend a bunch, as you can see here. Then I have a free sample from Cymatics as a little bit of ambience. Then when it comes to that little fill you heard earlier, we have this. It's literally just a stock FL Studio kick with some OTT, a disperser to get that little effect, like that little transient effect, and then some distortion on the high end. And then I think I automated something. I automated something in multipass. What did I automate? Oh, there's a frequency shifter there too. I automated that so that it gets that little descending effect, and then disperse the frequency in disperser as well to really emphasize it. Then there's a layer right here. It gives it some nice little high end. I like it. I added it in there. It sounds good. On top of the whole drop bus, there's a clipper to make everything clip and sound nice and distorted. And then there's a reverb, which I'm automating here to give it that nice little kind of swoops you in before the little fill. And then the final part of the fill is this little reverse kick. So it kind of just... Alright, before we get to the fun part of the drop, let's talk about this fake out. Same bass from earlier. A layer. This is just EDM templates that I kind of morphed around a little bit. Distortion, EQ. That same layer from the fill. This is just a sound design session of mine. That little like rewind thing where there was the 16th notes. I just resampled one of those 16 notes. A very heavy EQ and some frequency shifter. I don't know what that's doing, but it's there and I'm not gonna mess with it. I have this layer here. I think I made this myself, I'm not sure. No, I didn't. This is a rocket-powered sound preset that I morphed somehow. A riser I made. And then this is a cutoff for this gun sound. This is actually the main sound in all of the drops. The tonality is just so good! But that's about it for the fake out. There's a little bit of reverb on the master, just to kind of build some tension. All right! Now we can get into the cool sound design. First up, we have an 808 that I used as the sub. Very chunky. Just a heavy EQ, removing some of the mid-range because the bass already takes care of that. And then any high end is boosted if it's there because it gives it a nice crunch in the mix. That same texture that I talked about from the first hit. Just a little hefty EQ on it. This doesn't exist. And then this is the gun. Yeah, I have a transient shaper that is making sure that there's no transient at all. These are just some random effects for the B section. For the most part, it's pretty much just a stock sample. Some ambience. This is not getting sidechained. I did that on purpose. Whenever you're making bass music and sometimes it doesn't sound that full or big, slap some really quiet ambience over it. It adds ambience. Some hype. Now we have the guns. This is that same thing from the fake out earlier. Whatever this thing is. This is an EDMT gun. I added some disperser, transient shaper, very intense multipass. Holy. Another multipass for the B section, some pretty heavy EQ, and to kind of glue it all together, some OTT. This is another gun sound. It's just a very loud and piercing gun sound. So I kind of just chopped it up real nice and tight, and it was a nice transient. This is one of my bass sounds. I wanted to give it some nice tonality, and that it does. Together, all the bass sounds distort, clip together, make out, and make this sound. There's a fill here. I just pitched around this sample. Form a little melody, give it some nice personality. Then I just copy-pasted the exact same thing over here, and then I changed the flow a bit. And that's how you make a drop that sounds like Muerte. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment as well. I see all your comments, ladies, and they make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect it. If you guys could get me to like 1,000 subscribing and I could start getting paid, then I'll make more music. So, yeah.